So today I wanted to give you guys a nice long relaxing Sunday refresh, and I have made so many small changes in my Sunday refresh routine that have seriously made the biggest difference in our lives and the maintenance of our home. Small changes, changing where you put things, changing your schedule, taking care of your home. You guys, I am the kind of person that does not like a cleaning schedule, despite having posted hundreds of cleaning videos. But the small changes I'm going to share throughout this video have made the biggest difference in the world as far as maintaining our home. And it's honestly a million times more enjoyable because I'm not getting so overwhelmed. So lots of fun, relaxing, and practical things to share with you today. So after watering the flowers, which you all know I'm trying to bring back to life, I will head upstairs, and I alternate the most time-consuming task every Sunday, so we will get into talking about that now. The next thing I want to do is change out the bedding. You guys know how much I love my clean sheets. I love my clean bedding. I really feel like it makes such a difference starting out your week sleeping in fresh sheets. And there's just so many tips and tricks I want to share throughout this video. So you're in for quite the voiceover. So you guys know whenever I post my extreme whole house all day clean with me's, it is because I need to do absolutely everything. So the bedding, the showers, the tubs, all of that. So one thing that has honestly made this Sunday refresh routine so much more attainable and taking care of our home so much easier is flip-flopping the bedding days and then the shower and tub days. So if I am doing bedding, I am not doing showers and tubs, and it literally takes like hours off of my cleaning routine, and it makes it a lot more enjoyable. And I even split it up a lot more than that. So we're going to talk about that soon. But first, I just wanted to get all of the bedding off. And I do think, half the reason it takes so long is because I like a lot of bedding, a lot of pillows and layers and blankets and all of that. I don't just have a duvet cover and a couple pillows. I've got, a whole hotel's worth of items. But you guys, starting your week in fresh bedding, like I said, oh my gosh, it is the best. It feels amazing. So really encourage you guys to get into that routine too. The bedding is off. I'm about to put it in the washing machine, and I just sprayed this with some stain treater. Honestly, no clue what it is. Probably some chocolate from Forrest's little fingers running around, but I'm really hoping that comes out. One thing I used to do that really made this routine a lot less attainable and just so much harder is I would take off the bedding, then wash it, then put it back on in the same day. And I've always said to you guys, I really don't like folding the bedding. That's why I was doing that. But the other set was sitting in a laundry basket for the last week. So I washed it yesterday. I'm just putting it back in the dryer so I can do a wrinkle prevent and like a refresh cycle for a couple minutes. That way it's nice and fluffy and we can put it on. And this seriously makes this routine so much easier because, as you can tell, I've got a lot of blankets and a lot of layers times 2. So I can have a nice like hotel feel bed without as much work in the same day. So another category that you guys know I have struggled with for so long is laundry, but sort of like either the showers and tubs or bedding on Sundays. I also will try to make sure I get all of our laundry done on Sunday. And realistically, it is an all week long thing, like even recording this voiceover on, what's today, a Tuesday? I know I need to throw in some laundry and fold some laundry today, so it is a middle of the week thing and then a Sunday thing. And you guys, I don't know how, but we go through a lot of laundry for only 3 people when it comes to my workout outfits, of course, our everyday outfits, for its changing pajamas and this and that and everything. We definitely go through a lot of laundry, but maintaining it throughout the week with the middle of the weekday and then the Sunday has made my life so much easier. I have posted so many videos with a destroyed laundry room, and girl, I'm over that for a minute. I really want to keep up with this routine to maintain it, and it's been a couple of weeks where things have been working out with this routine of twice a week. So I want to encourage all of you who have struggled with it to try the same thing too. When I tell you I've been thinking about doing this very small project for months, I am not kidding, but that's why you maintain. I finally had a few minutes to do this, and I'm so glad I don't have to think about it anymore. And you guys, the whole reason I even had time to reorganize these clothes, which is seriously such a small task, but I've been thinking about it for so long, it all goes back to maintaining those time-consuming tasks I keep talking about, like the tub, the showers, the laundry. So I will find something as part of my Sunday refresh routine that takes a couple of minutes that I don't get to do on a regular basis, like reorganizing these drawers or wiping down the kitchen cabinets or the baseboards. Just something extra all goes back to that regular maintenance. So I'm on my last drawer, just finishing up organizing these pajamas and swimsuits. You guys know I love the KonMari method. I try not to talk about it every time I fold stuff in a dresser, but it's just so nice to be able to see everything and have it stacked like this. And I got those baskets from the dollar store. I like to point out dollar store items too, because I know everything in life can be expensive and you don't always need the best of the best when it comes to organizers, especially when they're tucked away. So instead of doing those like plastic spacers so everything can stand up, sometimes you can just use those collapsible baskets. That's what those were. Now I'm taking all of the bedding off of Forrest's bed to get that into the wash. And since laundry, it takes a while, especially bedding, I always like to have this start in the beginning of my Sunday refresh routine. That way I have plenty of time throughout the day to dry it and put it back on later. So the bedding is all ready and fluffed. I'm gonna do the same with the duvet cover I'm gonna put on. Put this in the dryer on Wrinkle Prevent to refresh it, and it honestly just feels so much better. If you have a setting like this, definitely use it. This sound right here is everything. It's nice and warm and definitely looks a lot better than it did a couple minutes ago.
While we are wrapping up this task, I want to give you guys one last little motivation factor that I give to myself when I don't want to do this, but at the same time, I really want to do this because I really want to have it done. I just tell myself I deserve to fall asleep on a Sunday night in a clean, fresh bed, all fluffed and ready to go for the week. And just reminding yourself that you deserve these things, it really does go a long way.
We're skipping ahead so this doesn't take forever, but can you see how fluffy this is? Oh my goodness. Somewhat tedious, but totally worth it. I cannot wait to lay in this bed tonight. We are going to come back in here later. I have some other projects I want to do with you guys as part of this weekly refresh. One last thing I wanted to mention is the small details really matter for yourself. So I love to have this little ribbon out with this blanket over top. And then I always love to have the pillows stacked. So like the furthest one back is the highest, so you can see them all. I always love to tuck this corner and then have this sticking out. So we're gonna do several things in this Sunday reset that have to do with your home, but also with your body. And the first one that I wanted to share with you is these Gem Bites. I'm obsessed with Gem. They're sponsoring this video. I've been taking these for, I would say, around 5 weeks or so. Look at my skin. I have more energy. I definitely am less bloated. Like, I feel so good taking this. And this is a daily multivitamin formulated for proper absorption. So there's over 20 vitamins, minerals, prebiotics, probiotics, superfoods in this real food vitamin, literally all real food in this. And it literally is like a cookie, you guys. It's so delicious. And what's really cool about this is it's made to support your foundational health. They have a board, they do a ton of research. Literally tastes like a cookie. I'm not even kidding you. I'm always on the go, so I love that I can just take one out of here and take a bite and, you know, run out the door, do school pickup, whatever. They also do have a chill out version, and they also have an energy version. So like right before a workout, you've got options. Guys, there's nothing synthetic about this. And look at these ingredients. There are chickpeas that have vitamin K2, so that's for bone support. There are spices in here for your brain, your skin, your gut. Like, they have covered all of the bases. There is absolutely nothing synthetic about this. And I feel like a lot of people don't really realize how many synthetic vitamins there are on the market. Like, you want real food ingredients, and that is exactly what you get with Gem. So get a special deal off your first month of Gem with my code BEUTER at checkout. I have a QR code on the screen. I'm linking it down below. Again, I've used this for, I would say, 5 weeks, and I'm literally obsessed, so highly recommend. So next up, we have a DIY project I'm so excited about. First, I just need to put a couple of things away. I also want to do a little redecorating around the sink here. And this is the project. So I'm going to be painting this white and adding it underneath the kitchen cabinets. I saw this on TikTok and you guys, it looks amazing. So I can't wait to do it myself.
Alright, so we are getting our workspace all organized for this DIY. Of course, I want to start my Sunday night, Monday morning with all of the dishes put away and clean. Of course, at the bare minimum, aside from all of the big tasks that we started with. But I found this on TikTok and I posted this on TikTok and Instagram Reels as well. So some of you have probably seen this already, but this is an idea I found from a girl named Autumn McCoy. I tagged her in those posts. And it's just such a good idea. So this could be done with any shape, but I really love the scalloped edge. It's so feminine and pretty. And this is an MDF board I bought off Amazon. I will link everything I use below if you guys want to recreate this, but I just thought it added such a nice detail to your kitchen cabinets, and I have extra, so I keep looking around the house like, where else could I add this scalloped edge? I just painted it white. I only did 2 coats, and then I used these sticky stickers by Gorilla Glue on the front of them to adhere it onto the bottom of the cabinets. It's a nice, like, subtle and interesting detail, and it does not take long at all. I really think from opening the packaging to painting to putting it up, it took 30 minutes at the most, like almost no time at all. And I just love it so much, especially for spring and summer. It gives those cottagey vibes. All of you know I'm really trying to make our home feel, as homey as possible, and I really think this adds to it. So we have our 2 coats of paint on these scallop strips. Let's let it air dry for a little while and do some other tasks while we wait. So I'm finally wrapping up all of the bedding things I needed to do today, and I'm just getting forest sheets back on, pillowcases, comforter, all of that. So again, this is an every other week thing. I know some people do it every week, some people do it even more spread out than we do, but we are shower before bed kind of people. Like, I could literally not fall asleep without showering before bed, so it makes me feel like the every other week thing is just fine. But I've got the bottom sheet on. I'm going to do the top sheet now. I like to do it with a print side down because I like to roll it over, as you guys know, popping those pillowcases on, and I'm just so happy to get this done. It makes me feel like a good mom knowing my kid is going to sleep in a clean bed. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to that. There's so many things we do that they don't notice, but we notice.
Now, I have to say, as a mom, this is the epitome of he doesn't care and he's not going to notice, but I care and I will notice. Y'all, how gorgeous. I am so excited to stick these up. I have 14 and there are 12 in a pack, so just a little FYI, I had to get a second pack. I'm gonna let them dry for a little bit. We're gonna do some of the decorating things I've been wanting to do. found what I was looking for.
And how random is this, but it looks so much better. Guys, I got this marble base from HomeGoods for a really good price because I was just going to buy it as a base, but they told me it was supposed to have a lid to it that they couldn't find. And then this is just a hand soap pump, but I really wanted like a little height over here. I love seeing that around everyone's kitchen sinks on Pinterest and Instagram, so I wanted to recreate it for myself too.
This versus this, way more elegant and especially on trend for spring. This is literally like a sparkly one from Christmas. Oh, and then this pad.
And now a few more regular maintenance things that, again, when you do them every Sunday or every week, it is no time at all. But when you don't do it for a long time, then it's a lot more time consuming. So I will wipe down everywhere around the coffee machine, the machine itself, the cabinets, the counter. I will move it because I just want it very clean. You guys know that. And I don't want all of those splotchy marks from the coffee. I will pull apart all of the pieces and rinse them out with hot soapy water to make sure they're nice and clean and there's no buildup. And then just straightening up the pillows, the blankets, making sure toys are put away. One thing I've also been working on is not having Forest table in front of the living room area so much. So if it's not over here on Sunday, I'll make sure it gets back over here. That way we start the week off right. And now just a quick second in my office to make sure all of my makeup is put away, my tech items are put away, and I am ready to walk in here Monday morning and create a successful week for myself. I did just post a video fully transforming that makeup vanity, so check recent videos if you missed it.
So the downstairs weekly refresh is almost done, which really hasn't been too tedious. That's why I'm obsessed with just keeping up with everything on a daily basis as much as I can. The only things I need to do are the stovetop. I told you guys in a recent video I was going to use the steam mop attachments on the stovetop, but we didn't get to it. So we're going to do that today because it's looking really bad. And then just a quick refresh in the bathroom and then back upstairs. So, and also we got to put out our scalloped edge. So a couple things, but it's so neat and clean.
Look at all of the attachments this comes with. Whenever I use the steam mop, I just rave about it because it really is the best. I will make sure it's linked below. And just the fact that there's so many ways to use this. Obviously for floors, it has a floor attachment, but there's so many small attachments it comes with. Honestly, there has to be at least 6. So for your shower and your grout and your stovetop and things I can't even think of, you can use this all over the place. This one was too strong. That one almost scraped it. I think that's for an outdoor grill, so I used a little bit of a softer one, but it really did an incredible job. So highly recommend. Nothing is honestly more clean than a steam clean, so I'm obsessed. I've had this for years, and then I got the newer version, so I think that says it all right there. So aside from the grates, see how you can go around the edges right here where food and crumbs can get any edges. This is really great to use. I do have a little button for our garbage disposal and I want to use it around that next time just so I know it's as clean as possible. But oh my gosh, steam mopping is also so satisfying, you guys. I love that there's no products that I'm using, just hot water. So, you know, that's another perk too. I'm going to take the grates off here so I can get to the actual stainless next.
Okay, I think you guys can tell from here. Definitely looks great, the grates. I could do it a little more on the grates, but they're honestly pretty close to perfect. Can you guys tell? I absolutely will be doing that. Obviously, it's a little bit tedious to get out a steam mop for something like this, but it did not take long. So, will I do it again? 100%. Wow. See, look at this. Like, this is basically brand new looking. This one still has a little bit. It's definitely not terrible. Same here. And then I forgot to use the scrubby brush on these. But all in all, that was seriously like 60 seconds at most of work. So schedule-wise, it's going to vary for everyone, just depending on how many people live in your home, how many bathrooms you have and whatnot. I did this shower a couple days ago, like 2 days ago. And I do showers every other week. So I'll try and do one shower a week. That way it's just so much easier because we have two that we use. Forrest, he almost never uses his. So that's like a once a month thing. The toilets are definitely a weekly thing, and the bedding we already talked about. So that's why I try and like cycle things. That way it's never a ton of stuff at once. Every once in a while I'll have those extreme whole house clean with me's and they take me so many hours and it's exhausting. That's when I'm very behind. But when I'm maintaining, I don't post those videos very often like you guys have been seeing. This is an everyday thing I put away. And now we can do the weekly wipe down.
So a couple game-changing tips to share to follow up on what I just said. I have been keeping these disinfecting wipes under every bathroom sink and also a bottle of the toilet bowl cleaner in the bathroom under the vanity or in a cabinet, because if it's already in there and you're in there and you realize something needs to be done, it's not like you have to go get it and think about it later. See, there is the toilet bowl cleaner. it's there and I can do it instantly. So every 5 days or so, I will do this, and it literally takes like 3 minutes at most. I can wipe down the toilet, wipe down the sink and the faucet and the countertop and all of that. And then I just mentioned how I did this shower a couple days ago. So I told you like every other week is showers or the bedding, but sometimes on a weekday, if I have a couple minutes, weeknight I have a couple minutes, I will do just one of the showers. So that way on the weekend, I only have to do one of the showers. And it's like, help yourself now so you can help yourself later kind of thing. That's what I tell myself. Of course, not every week. Some weekends I have to do both showers, but if I can get myself to split it up, if I have the time and the energy, it only makes that weekend a lot more easy, or even more easy. And now that we're all done in the bathroom, let's finish off this DIY project. So all of this scalped edge is all dried and ready to go up under the cabinets. I'm just putting these stickers on. I tried to show you guys. It's kind of hard to see, but it's just a little round sticker, and I'm putting them on the front, so where they're painted, and then I'm attaching that onto the cabinets. And because it's an MDF board, which is like a really thin wood, I just cut it with a serrated knife, just from our kitchen, not even like a little handsaw or anything. It was so easy. And there's my phone. I wanted to post it on Instagram and TikTok because it's just such a cute idea. I do have enough for the sides. I didn't put it on the sides yet. I just wanted to get it up and to show you guys. So I'll probably do that too. I guess just let me know. Do you think I should only have it on the front or the sides and the front too? But all in all, I am so obsessed. I'm pretending I'm in my, small little cottage on the beach and all the vibes. It's so fun and feminine. And one thing I did to avoid any unnecessary cuts, or just to kind of like avoid them for simplicity and ease, is I would line up the scallops that overlap. So on some of these cabinets, it was literally a perfect match, just side by side. And then on some, I had a little bit of excess, so I just brought it a little bit closer on each end so I could overlap the one in the middle. And here is the after. What do you guys think? I will say, I was almost thinking, should I have gotten a larger size so it sticks out more? But at the same time, it's supposed to be a little detail. So fun. I'm so glad that I did this, you guys. And I'm so glad that I'm sharing it. Literally had to post it on every platform just because I thought it was so cute. So this laundry is not going to put itself away, but at least I have these rolling carts to make it a little bit easier. And I do want to say, obviously, through this whole video so far, we've just been focusing on the house, but we're going to focus on some beauty things at the end too that I like to start the week out with done, and just makes me feel better. Anything that puts that pep in your step, you guys, to keep you motivated throughout the week is totally worth it. So I have the laundry put away from that rolling cart. Here's where I store the upstairs stuff that I was talking about for the bathroom, the disinfecting wipes, and the toilet bowl cleaners. So I'm going to take care of that real quick here. And, you know, showers are every other week, like I said, but this kind of thing should be an every week thing. So making sure to get that done real quick too. And part of the reason I'm so on top of wiping down the vanities and the countertops in bathrooms is just because I want them to not have stuff all over them. So sometimes you're in a rush and you leave out your skincare or makeup or toothbrush, whatever it is. But if you are regularly doing this simply because you're keeping those products in there and as accessible as possible, you're going to be able to maintain that vanity so much easier. And once you're in the habit of that, it's hard for you not to do it. It's like you start taking care of these things without even realizing it. And trust me, I'm telling you that from experience.
The last part of this routine is something for myself. Finally, I'm going to show you guys my Sunday night hair and nail routine. The nails is like an every other week thing, sort of like the showers, and then the bedding, and then the hair, of course, every couple of days. But I love to start the week feeling like my hair is clean and my nails are done. It really does put that pep in my step. I know I say that phrase a lot, but anywhere that you can find motivation, it's worth it. So let's get into it.
So once the house is ready for a successful week, it's time to get ourselves ready for a successful week. Whatever that is for you, if it's self-tanner or whitening your teeth or having fresh, clean hair and nails like me, girl, do it. And I love this brush. It's honestly so affordable. Like I always say this to you guys, I have a Dyson Airwrap. I never use it. I use this instead. And I just like to dry my hair with it. It makes it so voluminous. And then any frizz that's left over, I just, sleep on it. So in the morning, it's all gone.
And this right here is my favorite way to end a Sunday night and a Sunday refresh by doing my nails for the week, making them look perfect. This side is okay, but this side, you guys, I've got a broken thumb. I've never broken one before, and I've been wearing these for over a year, but things happen. I'm so excited to fix them. I'm going to do a French to match my toes, but I'm not sure if I'm going to go short or long, so we will figure it out. And for anyone that would like a tutorial, I do have one on my Instagram. I have a highlight called Nails. The only thing I don't share there or I haven't posted is how I take them off. I get a bowl of hot water and then I put a bag, like a plastic bag inside of it, a Ziploc bag with a combination of acetone and dish soap and a little bit of olive oil. I soak them for like 15 minutes or so, and then they just like fall right off. And my natural nails are fine. They're probably like a little bit weaker at this point because I have literally been wearing these for over a year, but I love them so much. And first I'm going to cut them down, like the excess, and then I'm going to file off the smooth part, but can't wait to fix them. So let's get through it. And that is everything for this weekly reset and refresh. I really hope that sharing my routine has helped you guys figure out your own routine. Of course, everybody's is a little bit different, but this really helps me keep my head above water. So thanks for hanging and spending the time with me. Please like and subscribe if you haven't yet. I would appreciate it so much. Recent videos and links are always down below in the description box. And I will see you guys right here in a few days in a brand new video. Bye.